Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Learning Class, the podcast where you improve your English through real-life conversations.
That's right. If you want to speak English more naturally and confidently, you're in the right place.
Today's episode is all about sports. We're going to talk about different types of sports, why people love them, how to discuss sports in English, and even how to disagree politely.
Yes, and even if you're not a sports fan, don't worry. This episode will help you learn useful vocabulary and conversation skills.
So, grab your notebook, relax, and let's get started.
Hannah, let me ask you something simple. Do you like sports?
That's an interesting question. I wouldn't say I'm a huge sports fan, but I do enjoy certain sports. What about you?
Oh, I absolutely love sports. I grew up playing football, watching basketball, and even trying a bit of tennis.
Wow, that's impressive. So you're more of an active person.
Yes, I prefer playing sports rather than just watching them. It keeps me healthy and energetic.
I agree. Playing sports is great for both physical and mental health. Huge fan. Someone who really loves something. Grew up. Spent your childhood. Active person. Someone who moves a lot and exercises. Energetic. Full of energy. So Daniel, what do you think is the most popular sport in the world?
That's easy. It has to be football or soccer, depending on where you're from.
Yes, football is definitely number one globally. Countries like Brazil, England, and Argentina are famous for their football culture.
Exactly. In many countries, football is more than just a sport. It's part of national identity.
That's true. People get very emotional about it.
Especially during big tournaments like the World Cup.
Oh yes, during the World Cup, even people who don't normally watch football become fans. Try answering these questions. What is the most popular sport in your country? Do you prefer watching sports or playing them? Who is your favorite athlete? Pause the podcast and practice speaking for 1 minute. Hannah, let me ask you something simple. Do you like sports?
That's an interesting question. I wouldn't say I'm a huge sports fan, but I do enjoy certain sports. What about you?
Oh, I absolutely love sports. I grew up playing football, watching basketball, and even trying a bit of tennis.
Wow, that's impressive. So you're more of an active person.
Yes, I prefer playing sports rather than just watching them. It keeps me healthy and energetic.
I agree. Playing sports is great for both physical and mental health.
So, Daniel, what do you think is the most popular sport in the world?
That's easy. It has to be football or soccer, depending on where you're from.
Yes, football is definitely number one globally. Countries like Brazil, England, and Argentina are famous for their football culture.
Exactly. In many countries, football is more than just a sport. It's part of national identity.
That's true. People get very emotional about it.
Especially during big tournaments like the World Cup.
Oh yes, during the World Cup, even people who don't normally watch football become fans. I think it's also interesting how different countries have traditional sports.
That's right. For example, in South Asia, cricket is extremely popular.
Yes, cricket fans are very passionate.
And in Japan, sumo wrestling is a traditional sport with a long history.
That shows how sports are connected to culture and history.
Exactly. Sports reflect a country's traditions and values.
Daniel, why do you think people play sports?
There are many reasons. Some people play sports to stay fit. Others enjoy competition.
Yes, competition can be exciting. It pushes you to improve.
And some people simply enjoy teamwork.
That's very true. Team sports teach cooperation and communication.
They also build discipline and confidence.
I completely agree. Sports can teach life lessons. Teamwork, discipline, leadership, patience, handling success and failure. Let's talk about professional sports.
Professional athletes train every day. It's their full-time job.
Yes, and the pressure must be intense.
Absolutely. They deal with competition, media attention, and public expectations.
On the other hand, amateur athletes play for fun.
Right. They don't earn money from it. They just enjoy the game.
Which do you think is better?
Honestly, I think amateur sports are less stressful.
That's a good point.
Hannah, do you prefer team sports or individual sports?
I prefer individual sports, like running or swimming,
Why is that?
because I like being responsible for my own performance.
That makes sense. In team sports, you depend on others.
Exactly. If the team loses, it's not just your fault.
But I like team sports because they create strong friendships.
That's true. Team sports can build strong sense of community. Say, I prefer blank because blank. In my opinion, blank is better than blank. One advantage of blank is blank. Practice making full sentences. Sports are wonderful, but they also have problems.
Yes, like injuries.
Serious injuries can end an athlete's career.
There's also doping.
That's when athletes use illegal substances to improve performance.
And sometimes fans become too aggressive.
Unfortunately, yes, some fans fight after games.
That's why sportsmanship is important.
Sportsmanship, fair and respectful behavior during competition. Let's talk about global sporting events.
The Olympic Games are probably the biggest.
Yes, athletes from all over the world compete.
The Olympics promote peace and unity.
There's also the FIFA World Cup.
And events like Wimbledon and tennis.
These events bring millions of viewers together.
Sports also influence society.
Yes, athletes can become role models.
Young people look up to them.
Sports can also break social barriers.
Exactly. People from different backgrounds can play together.
Sports promote equality and teamwork.
I think football is the best sport ever.
I see your point, but I actually prefer tennis.
That's fair. Tennis is very exciting.
It's important to respect different opinions.
Yes, especially in sports discussions.
Agreeing. I completely agree. That's true. You're absolutely right. Disagreeing politely. I see your point, but I'm not sure I agree. That's interesting. However, many people say sports improve mental health.
Definitely. Exercise reduces stress.
It also improves mood,
When you exercise, your body releases endorphins.
which are known as happy hormones.
Exactly. That's why people feel better after a workout.
Not everyone has time to play sports professionally,
That's okay. Even small activities help.
like walking, cycling, or doing home workouts.
The important thing is consistency.
Yes, doing a little exercise every day is better than doing nothing.
So, Hannah, if you had to choose one sport to play for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I would choose swimming. It's relaxing and good for the whole body.
Good choice. I would choose football because it's exciting and social.
That's what makes sports interesting. Everyone has different preferences.
Exactly, and that's okay.
That's all for today's episode of English Learning Class.
We hope you learned new vocabulary and feel more confident talking about sports in English.
Try discussing sports with your friends in English this week.
And don't forget, practice makes progress.
Hannah and Daniel together. See you next time.